I'm slightly leaning towards Evos only because their team fighting capabilities are extremely strong here. It's kind of up to Lancelot to do a lot of outplays to dodge quite a few abilities if he wants to be extremely effective.
Yep.
And that's going to be like the big factor that you need to want to make sure you know whether or not they're going to pop off or not.
Yep, but that is it because this is the game. Psg.Rrq against Evos SG. And guess what? It's an elimination game to boot. All stakes are on deck. Looks like they are going to start things up slow and steady here. Psg.Rrq. Yep, I am Jago on that Lancelot. Same goes to slowly playing that down swap. Nothing different.
Yeah, nothing different on the starts. They're going for a very standard. Because I mean, I remember yesterday when they were up against Bigatron, the first game was super sloppy. So hopefully this isn't the same case here, and they are just back up to form and they're ready to take on Psg.Rrq because we know that these guys are super consistent.
Guru wants to go for the steal. Does he get it? I don't think he does. Because he's only level 2. But remember, Psg.Rrq is here. Now, grab on the top side, the bottom side grab getting contested as well. I think it's just going to be a trap hit.
Yeah, trap hit at the moment. I mean, overall, it's just going to be like this for the most part of the game. I feel like it's going to be standard. I don't think they're going to go for anything too flashy. They go for look for holes to invade and actually punish them. Because it looks like they're doing exactly what they want to do. Because do find a slight hole. Hopefully they can take this out without being noticed. Yes, they do on the bottom side with Gush picking up one of the camps and is still able to go to mid lane. Slight EXP, but always good, especially if you are the mid laner.
Yeah, I just want to remind all the viewers that we know about the sound issue because there's actually no sound. We are trying to fix it ASAP, so just bear with us. Apologize for it. You know, people need to start things off. Hopefully there's no more issue. Oh, I am Jago does get caught up. The Thorn knows that.
Resurrecting soon.
And guess what? Straight away. Actually, Potatoes playing with Gushin.
Yeah, that's actually kind of different. That gives Bambi a lot of options. Ooh!
The flex pick coming through. This is Bambi's show.
Yeah, this is Bambi's show. And again, that X Factor might be right here, right now.
Oh my plays! The flicker, Jikundo knockout. But now they have overstepped their bounds a little bit and they go down 2-2, the kill score. Now, I just got an update. We unfortunately will not be able to fix until after the game. So very much for game 1. By game 2, it will be fixed. No worries about that. But with that being said, let's go back to the game. Psg.Rrq got the kills. Looks like they are going to go on.
Yeah, I think Evos was getting a little too flashy there. I mean, the play could have worked if the rotation wasn't there by Psg.Rrq. They did assume that one person was there and was not really baiting it out, but very good play by Psg.Rrq, making sure that their rotations were clean, making sure they had the backup. They profited off of it quite a bit, but still, the goal differentials aren't too far apart.
2,500, and you know, one small team fight, maybe one guy getting caught out, that's going to be the difference. But you know what, Psg.Rrq, they are a strong team. Maybe that small little difference is enough to make them a big gap.
Yeah, we'll just have to see, but I'm really interested to see how Bambi is going to be playing on this show here, because he's going to have to be 2v1ing for the most part of the game. What's happening on bot side?
Bambi, he's actually pretty low, he goes down.
Ooh, just as I say it as well.
Yeah, 2v1 is pretty hard to play around, but we can see Gushin and Kaya slowly making their way to the bomb side. They do not want to give each other up for free. Potato doesn't have the rest of the gets stunned up, and oh, Giant Jungle gets it, but oh, they got James instead in the top side as well. Wow. Good trade. Psg.Rrq dropping down a couple of members here and there, but they are losing a lot of them.
Yeah, but also on the top side of the map, JKL does go down, which, I mean, the moment you lose your support, and as well as the 2v1, especially if you are the carry, there's not too much you can do. But
Psg.Rrq already down off with a 1,000 gold lead. But you look about this, there's a lot of fights here. Psg.Rrq, Lemon trying to salvage a Ambassador here. Salt is online, trying to spam it out. Everyone's really low. Ace, he's super low. He's trying to get away. He should be safe for now. He will be able to walk away. Looks like Psg.Rrq, they're not looking for a dive. Evos is just going to concede this turret and let them walk the shot.
Now, people might be thinking, oh, they're getting objectives, they're clearly getting far ahead, but you have to remember that Potato, as of right now, he's got 3 kills on him in comparison to the rest of Psg.Rrq. Luckily, Bambi was able to get out of that. Williams got
Directing
3.
soon.
You should be able to defend the turret. And yeah, when you're funneling so much gold into Potato, he's going to be the playmaker. He's going to be the one who's going to decide how it's going to work.
So getting caught out, but mid lane, that's going to be a huge one. Do they want to go for it? Here comes the wild shot. Dipia already very low. He does have to trade from, but he's in turret range. He's tanking the turret all as well. He goes down just like that, but oh, they're not done it. You can see Kaya using the divine general trying to drag it and pull Potato down to safety, but was not able to do so. Psg.Rrq starting their ignitions, putting it into second gear already.
Yeah, and you can tell Psg.Rrq are just outclassing the Silence, punishing them for like the most minuscule of mistakes. And the moment they get that solo queue, rotations are so easy, and they profit again in the mid lane, knocking out so many members. This is not looking good for Evos.
Yeah, Psg.Rrq working like a well-defined clock. They went to take the mid turret and then took that little small turtle. You know what? Why not grab a buff of Evos?
This is honestly, it's kind of difficult for Evos to traverse the map now that they've lost all their tier 1s. This allows Psg.Rrq to easily take jungle camps whenever they want. They can pressure them off of a lot of areas because there's too many blind spots to really protect themselves when you don't have the guardian tower of the tower itself to protect you.
Yeah. Bambi at the moment, very safe. He's 1-2-1. He's not doing any mistakes, but the thing is that he's being, I guess, restricted, suppressed because they're putting so much emphasis on controlling top lane. Psg.Rrq gonna take another turret. The rotations from this Indonesian team is just so fast.
Yeah, I don't think Evos is able to keep up. They have to concede a lot of these objectives here. They can't really force these 5 sets, especially since JPL doesn't have his all. Oh no.
Gonna go down. Fine, James. Pretty tanky. That's up the wild charge. Safety. But the thing about it is that Soul, he needs more time, and Bambi one more time, getting focused by the entirety of Psg.Rrq. Flickers it out this time. He managed to stay alive, but mid lane, you can see every single time we are on Psg.Rrq. They are the ones pressuring Evos back into their tower.
Yeah, and this is where James is really going to have the time of his life because of his inbuilt stats, because of the way Rock is. His early game with a bit of a lead can already pressure a lot of the Evos members out of their jungle if they decide to try and take a buff or try and find some kind of gold.
One more time, Divine Judgment, it does come through in the bottom lane. They do queue off to Turu. They want to go for more, but Potato leaving with the skin of his teeth. Sorry, but they do get one kill, but the pressure is just
Resurrecting soon.
I'm guessing that I'm guessing this game is going to go on. They're going to look to end it by next Lord already. They just have to accelerate themselves and make sure that Evos is unable to farm. Probably does get destroyed, however. Not going to make too much of a difference here. They get the steal.
Oh, that was actually pretty close. Potato did come in with the Incontinence, try to close the gap. He did have Retribution, but he didn't actually get in range of it.
Really unfortunate, but I mean, they got to take their time here. Evos looking for any holes in Psg.Rrq's play, but so far, they've just created a clear line where they don't let Evos move from out of their base.
At least now they still have mid our turret, so they're still giving a little bit of wiggle room to Evos, trying to let them have this small little gap, but Bambi, this is just insane. It's one after the other. He's getting focused so much. Oh no! Ace, he got caught against the goddess barrier. A little bit of a misrotate coming up from Evos. Psg.Rrq with the punish once again.
Now, this is exactly what I was trying to say. As Psg.Rrq are creating this complete line, you move forward, you're going to die.
But oh no, there goes. He's just stun locked against the wall. No chance whatsoever. And this is a massacre. That's a good minion fury, but you know what? That doesn't really matter because every single member of Evos just fall down. 2 members left alive is Ace and Bambi because they just respawned. Psg.Rrq are not giving any mercy to the Singaporean squad.
Yep, they're already rotating quickly, trying to punish them. They're going straight for the input. Breaking it is going to allow them so much free room. Are they going to take one more? Looks like they are as they break right to 2 inhibitor turrets with 35 more seconds on Lord.
This is insane here. Viva RRQ all the way. The Kings of Kings have finally come online, and they are nothing like yesterday. They are straight off the chopping blocks, not putting on stop at all.
Man, this is just so difficult, especially for Evos. Evos here. No windows to find so far. No positional advantages, and with such a huge...
Oh, ace. This is just a replay because they're just getting caught out over and over. They're just controlling Bambi, uses the whip right on Lemon, but it doesn't matter at all. Lemon going off for the chase. That's a double kill for the Indonesian mage player, and they're going for more. That's going to be the last inhibitor. They have minions, they have members, they are going for the win here, Gideon. Here comes the darkening. So that's one, that's two, and it's not enough. It's forced back into third range, and they're going after the crystal. This is going to be game one over to Psg.Rrq, and Gideon can't help but just admire the play of the Indonesian squad.
That was a crazy clean game. So ridiculous. My goodness. I just the way they play the composition was just so good, and when they had just the slightest advantage, they really pushed for it. The side lanes were just too difficult to actually maintain, and a lot was put onto Potato there because the side lanes couldn't find any advantages.
Yep.
Mid lane had to rotate the side lanes to pick up 1 or 2 kills, but that just wasn't enough.
Right, let's look at the end game stats really quickly, just to give a quick recap to see. And let's talk a little bit about the stats here. Very straightforward. Lemon, clearly the MVP. He was